Alyssa. So today's video I'm doing 10 Netflix shows that you must watch this summer or anytime, honestly. So these are like 10 of my favorite shows that I've put together, and I'm gonna tell them to you guys, and I'll give you a little bit of background on what they're about, and they're just really good shows that you guys should definitely watch. But before we get on into the video, make sure to like this video, subscribe down below, and make sure to comment your favorite Netflix show so then I can go check it out. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So the first show you guys have probably already heard of, but it's Riverdale. So Riverdale is a story about a bunch of teenagers who have to solve like a mystery, and they all come together and become like best friends, and there's romance involved, and they just like have to deal with a lot of really scary situations, and they just try to figure out this mystery that they need to solve. And I don't want to spoil it too much, so that's all I'm gonna say, but it's super good. There are two seasons and I've watched both of them. They're working on a third season, so I'm super excited for that to come out. The next show you guys have also probably all seen or heard of at least, but if you haven't watched it, I don't know what you're doing, you need to go watch it. It's Stranger Things. So Stranger Things is about a group of kids who find out there's like, I don't know the word, the upside down. Yeah, they find out that there's like an upside down and there's like demogorgons, and they have to basically like keep away from the demogorgons and just all these different adventures that they go on. It's a pretty dark show. There's like 2 seasons, and I think they're working on a third, I think so. But it's really, really good, and you guys need to watch it. The next show you guys may or may not have heard of, it's called The 100. So there's like 4 seasons and 5 seasons. So there are 4 seasons on Netflix, and then the 5th one is being aired on CW, and it'll probably be up on Netflix soonish. I don't know. It's basically a series about 100 prisoners, kids, they're teenagers, who got sent to the ground because they're up in a spaceship, and the spaceship is running out of oxygen. So they have to go to the ground, the Earth, because the Earth was like toxic for so many years or whatever. That's why they had to go up in space. So they all get sent down to the ground to see if the Earth is... I'm not explaining this well at all. They basically go to the ground to see if the Earth is livable again for the people that are still up in the spaceship. So yeah, it's a really good show. It's really intense. I'd say if you're not into like blood and guts and whatever, there are quite a few scenes that show that type of stuff. So if you're not into that, then maybe don't watch that show. But it's really, really good, and I definitely recommend it. It's one of my favorite shows. The next show is called Alexa and Katie. It has 1 season, and I think they're making more, I'm pretty sure. But it's a really, really good show about these 2 best friends who, one of the girls has cancer and then the other one doesn't, and they basically they go through high school together, and they deal with like all those different issues and stuff, and they just go through high school together. And it's a really sweet show. It's really interesting. I really liked it. The next show you guys have all probably heard about, it's called Fuller House. There are 3 seasons, and I think they're making another one. You probably wouldn't understand it if you didn't watch Full House, but if you watch Full House, then you'll understand Fuller House. But it's basically like the Full House cast, but grown up. So like the kids are adults now, and you're basically seeing what their life is like. You just see how their life is like with their kids and stuff, and it's just a really interesting show, and I really like it. And yeah, it's really good. The next show is Grey's Anatomy. There's like literally 14 seasons, I think. There's so many seasons, so if you want a good show to binge watch, then this one would definitely be it. So I watched like 5 seasons, I think, and then I just got like, I don't know, I just stopped watching it. I don't know why. But it's such a good show. It's basically a like doctor hospital show. So again, if you don't like blood and stuff, then this show isn't for you, but it's not that bad. But it's basically the lives of these doctors who just save people all the time, you know, like every single episode they're saving someone. So yeah, it's a really interesting show. There's a lot of drama between the doctors and stuff, so it's really interesting. The next show is called Haven. I don't know how many of you guys have heard of it before. There are 5 seasons. It's super, super good show. It's basically this group of adults. There's like something really off going on, and like the one girl discovers that like she's not who she thought she was. Supernatural things going on, and it's really, really interesting. Really, really weird show. But it's so interesting. I love that show so much. The next show is Switched at Birth. So I like recently watched this. There's 4 or 5 seasons, I don't remember. But it's super, super good. It's basically about these two girls who didn't know each other. They were switched at birth in the hospital, so like they were switched families and were switched into each other's families. So they're not in the families they're supposed to be in. But it's basically a story about how they found out and then how they dealt with it, and just basically their story of what they went through after the fact and stuff like that, and how they dealt with it and just moved on from it and got to know each other. So it's a really interesting show. I really liked it. Super dramatic, really interesting, and yeah, you guys should go watch it. The last show is definitely like my all-time favorite show, called The Office. Many of you guys have probably heard of this or watched it, whatever, but it's so, so, so good. So for the people who haven't watched it, definitely go watch it. Super, super good show. It's basically about this office, all these office workers, and it's basically their lives. Like, it's amazing. It's just such a funny show. It's so, so, so funny. Their boss is crazy, and it's just basically them going through their lives and stuff, and it's really, really interesting and funny, and it's just such a good show. Okay guys, so that was it for my 10 Netflix shows that you must watch this summer. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys didn't know of some of these shows, so you guys can go check them out yourselves and have something to do this summer. So yeah, I really enjoyed making this video. Make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. Comment down below your favorite show, because I need more show recommendations. And yeah, and make sure to subscribe if you're not already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye!